Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or coming back. It's good to have you guys here. Today is going to be a classic read, so let's dive right into the reading. I'll try to make it a faster one. I've been trying to time myself better lately, but sometimes there are a lot of downloads that are coming through and I feel strongly that I'm supposed to deliver them. So yeah, take it how it resonates for you. And of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you like what I'm doing. It's important for the channel. It's important for me to be able to spread the word and actually to expand what I'm doing and to provide more information, insights, knowledge in various ways. Okay, so let's start with an oracle card. As always, this is the Cosmic Journey Oracle. So let's see what we have for Divine Feminines, first of all. Picked up the Tarot of the Magical Moments from my main deck today, and as I was shuffling, oh my god, it's such a beautiful deck. Love that artwork. So happy that I bought it. Trust and act accordingly. So yeah, if I were highlighting this in a textbook, I would highlight trust and I would highlight act. Both of those parts are equally important. It's like the two main ingredients that you can't, like, the dish will just not be the dish without. I don't know, I'm thinking about the stew I'm gonna make today, which is the main ingredients are chickpeas and spinach. If I don't put, and it's like a chickpea and spinach stew. If I don't put spinach, it's not gonna be the dish. If I don't put chickpeas, it's not gonna be the dish anymore. They're equally important. They're different, but equally important to bring out the flavor and for you to enjoy what the original chef wanted people to enjoy was that dish. Same here, trust and act, right? It's important once you've trusted, once you've gotten connected to your intuition, to your higher power, that you receive the messages you're supposed to receive, then you act on them. It's not just like, oh, okay, that's good to know. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. One day I may be going for that. I'll take a note for myself. No, you're given those, so you act on them now, like right now. Very important. And it's card number 30. So 30, which comes down to 3, but it's like a higher level 3, is about this, the actually action, right? Because the 1 energy and the sort of like between 1 and 10, right? It's more like initiation space, right? The 2 or the 20 plus, like between 20 and 30, it's implementation, or it's thinking through it, right? It's like the thinking space. And the 3 plus, or like 30 to 40, that's the action, taking action on it. So very important to take action on what is going to come through, and hopefully we'll get some more information about that in this reading. For masculines, we have number 8, which incidentally is also about taking action. A little bit different context to it, but still coming soon. Welcome to the next ascended age. We just had that new moon in Leo, and this to me is saying, and this, the new moon in Leo, as I was saying, kind of reiterated the energy of the 8-8 portal, the Lion's Gate, right? So the Lion's Gate portal gave the start of a new ascended age for you, divine masculines. If things feel weird these days, I don't want to say it sounds weird, but that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, because your energy has changed. And if you by inertia, you still keep doing the same things, living your life in the same way, then obviously it's going to be uncomfortable, because now your vibration is different towards all the other energies around you. And that includes people, includes different objects, activities, you name it. So yeah, Virgo season, which is starting on Monday, is a great season to revisit your lifestyle, your routine, how you're taking care of your health and wellness. And those may be the things that we often overlook, but also things that are a little bit easier to change and to incorporate. Because if you start with something big like, oh, I'm going to revisit my love life, right? Or how am I resolving conflict with my person, right? That could be too big too soon. But if you're visiting, okay, so how much sleep do I need to be efficient throughout the day? Or am I doing enough of meditation time? Or maybe I need to bring more. Or I think I'm having some trouble in these areas of my health. Maybe there are some supplements or additional exercise, or just need to read up some information on how I can help myself. You know, like that is even for our brain. It's a lot more logical, and our brain feels more safe when we're making those kind of changes than when we are going dramatic with something big. But that's going to be equally as important. Remember what I mentioned a while back was do something different. And that's not me, that's, the big authors, thinkers that have written books on this topic. Even if it's 1% different from what you're doing now, that's already going to bring in the change in your life. It's going to have a ripple effect on everything. So it's worth doing, especially if that's something that you can do right away. Okay, energies of divine feminines. Let's see what we have as tarot. The World, it was actually on the bottom of the deck, but I did shuffle, you saw that, and it still fell out. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, we'll keep that. The World is the ending of a cycle. Could be travel for some. For masculines, we have Knight of Pentacles to Two of Wands. Okay. I'll keep it here. I have King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And for the connection space, I'll do the After Tarot. What's going on with the... Or rather, I'm being guided just to do, instead of the general connection space, we'll do how the twins feeling towards each other. And that's going to cover the message portion as well, because I definitely don't want to go too long with this one. All right, so yeah, how are divine feminines feeling towards the masculines right now? What are they thinking? Wow, that fell out fast. The Empress and Nine of Pentacles. It kind of flipped a few times up and down, but I did see before it flipped that it was upright, so that's how I'm gonna take it. It's also interesting that the dresses are kind of have similar patterns in these cards. I know one reader that actually considers Nine of Pentacles to be a version of an Empress card among Minor Arcana. So it's like a double Empress energy. Beautiful. How are the DMs feeling towards DFs right now? Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles in reverse. That was the first card. Okay. So for the energies, first things first, we have the World and Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so the new cycle, or the closure of the old one, however you want to put this, but we are in a new cycle as we speak. It's just that obviously it's not like the old cycle is closed and the next day you have amnesia about what had happened in the previous one. We still have that information, and the downloads continue coming in on how that information is useful moving forward, right? So what feminine is doing right now is actually seeing how to incorporate those insights and the healed energy in the spaces where it was healed, in the upcoming endeavors, in the new projects, in new relationships, maybe planning some travel, especially with World card, right? Just a quick reminder that we are in Venus retrograde until the 3rd of September, so planning is good. Going for it, like developing it, may not be as good, especially if it's relationships, or like, and I don't mean just the love relationships, any kind of relationships. Could be business partnership, right? So just be mindful of that. Of course, there's the the Mercury retrograde that's coming in on the 23rd and is going to stay with us for 3 weeks. So be careful with how you do it, but planning is good because this is specifics. This is the Pentacles energy where it's like, yes, I can see how I can plug it into my current routine, or maybe start this side hustle, or maybe build upon this friendship, You know, like you're seeing the opportunities. For the masculines, we have Two of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. Both of these characters are looking towards the moon, actually. And I like that because there's also a little bit of that world energy that we saw in the feminine. So there is that synchronicity of like seeing the bigger picture or drawing some conclusions. Because they're both turned towards the moon, I'm getting that the masculines have also been heavily, or they are heavily connected to their higher power, to their intuition, to their source of wisdom, whatever it is, right? And areas where they wouldn't be thinking about going with the intuitive guidance, they're now following that, right? And even if it's taken a while, if they are making baby steps because they don't believe in it that much yet, they're not, let's put it that way, they're not as comfortable with it just yet. There is a feeling that it's important, that it's the kind of a life affirming messages, right? Something that matters for the meaning of their life, but they're not with their conscious mind, they're not just there yet to just blindly follow it, right? That's why it looks slow, may look slow from the distance, or like they're standing, like in this card, the Knight of Pentacles is just standing there, right? It may seem like that, but there is underneath, there's a lot going on. And with the Two of Wands energy, these are the choices that we make, right? Important choices are being made by Divine Masculine, even if they're not ready to act on them yet, or not sure what is the right next step. If it makes sense. Okay, and for the feelings, so like I was saying, we have the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. At least one of them could be in reverse just because they were flipping back and forth, but I would say just in general that DF on the one hand is realizing that she is that Empress for her true twin flame, and that's one of the ways that she can tell that that is my DM, if they are looking at her with those eyes, if they are treating her in that way. Even if it's, yeah, in the earlier stages of connection, it may be back and forth and maybe hot and cold. It's not like it stays, but you know, there are those moments, there are those times when it's so real, right? When you understand that nobody has looked at you, has seen you, has felt this kind of feelings for you this way before, right? Like this is really special. And the way they look up to you is a lot more than just a love partner or a friend, you know. It's like, it's so much bigger because it gives a reflection onto them and how they could be bigger and better, how it's not just a possibility somewhere in the distance, somewhere in space, but it's tangible. It's something where they know how to get there, they want to get there, and they're gonna get there. It gives them that confidence, and feminines are understanding that, so they're being in their nurturing Empress style. But the Empress mind that is somebody who it feels good in their independence, right? So no codependency here, and the DF is saying with this to the masculine, like, I don't want us to have a codependent relationship. I don't want this to go karmic, you know? That's why I will keep my space. I will stay in my presence. I will continue to do what I'm supposed to do in my own lane, in my own right, because I know that's gonna be the power and the energy that's gonna eventually get us together, that's gonna attract you in the right energy, not just attract you because of the pull you're feeling, but attract you and get you to the point where you can be your best self and we can be happy together. For the masculines, what are they feeling towards the feminine? So yeah, again, certain moon energy, certain contemplation and manifestation energy here, right? They're manifesting things to be different in a nutshell, right? Because they want to collaborate, they want to spend time together, they want to create together, they have a lot of ideas, but they understand that with how things have been so far, it's not going to be very productive, partly because of the way they've acted before, which wasn't that great, or not always great, right? And they let you down, feminines. They know that, they understand that. Partly just because of their overall vision. So it's not about you personally, but it's about their view on relationship with feminine energy, of the dynamic that it intakes, of the meaning behind it, of what they were expecting from it. It's changing that big picture so that then you can co-create not on a low level, not like let's make dinner together, which is a good starting point, but they are thinking much bigger, and they know that this is supposed to be much bigger because this person that they can see immediately fits into so many different places in their life where they didn't imagine collaboration of this sort, or at least not with the life partner, at least not with one person in all of these contexts. Hopefully that made sense. Before we leave, so yeah, that's the inspiration that they have now. Three of Wands is also the inspiration energy. So kudos for the feminines who have been and hopefully will stay in the Empress energy during this time, especially. Whew, the self-compassion part of the day. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I don't know if it's the new one. Let me try again. Yeah, that's not new. Let's see. Compassion touch. Yeah, that's definitely not something that we've read before. Well, not in this month's anyway. Place your hands over your heart and notice if there's any tension, heaviness, or agitation. If so, send love and compassion to yourself. Try saying, I see your suffering and I love you. Notice how those words feel as they land. I hope this was useful for you today. I love you guys, and I'll be back with more readings very soon.